Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you guys how I wax my eyebrows. I've been trying to wait to wax my eyebrows for this video. And, yeah, so I'm gonna show you my process on how I do them and why I started waxing my own eyebrows. Like, I have thick hair. I'm a very hairy girl, I guess you can say. When I was little, I did have like a little unibrow. I deal with a mustache. I mean, I've learned to embrace it when I can't wax it. I've learned to deal with it. I personally don't like to have my mustache just because I feel like when my mustache does grow, it does give me a little like darker shade around my lip, my upper lip area. And it also kind of looks green almost like if I shave when I let it grow. So that's why I wax it. I used to actually thread, not myself, but I used to go get my eyebrows threaded and my lip threaded. I prefer that. For me, it just felt like it was healthier. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take off my makeup. About a year or two ago, I had done a DNA ancestry test from ancestry.com. I bought one for myself and I bought one for James. When we got our results back, everything made sense. Like, everything made sense. Why I'm so freaking hairy, why I have thick hair, I have dark, super dark hair. But hey, I am so thankful that I have thick hair. Why? Because I have bomb ass eyebrows. So I'm 59% Native American. I'm 17% Spaniard, 10% Italian, 3% French, and then the rest of my percentage is like from everywhere. So earrings are off, hair is back. So how I wax my brows is I do them with the waxing strips that already come with wax, that you can buy at Target. I bought these at Target. They're from the brand Veet. I believe it's like a 30 pack or a 25 pack. I just grabbed these because it said it was sensitive for all areas, including like the face. Brush out my brows because I do like to trim them before I start the waxing process. So when I brush them up like this, I'm able to see how long my hair is. Obviously they stand up right there, so that's where I'm gonna trim. And then next I will cut this. You just open it. Gonna brush them up one more time. I recommend that you pull the skin back. And then I'm gonna grab the end right here and pull it the opposite way that it grows. So if the hairs are growing this way, you want to pull that way. Here, ready? 1, 2, 3. All the hair. Any hairs that were left, I will take them out with the tweezer. And I still have a little wax there, so what I do is I add oil to cancel out the stickiness. So what I do is I just do a drop in the eyebrow. So my camera keeps overheating. After I apply that, I just mix it in there and then just wipe off all the wax with a cotton round. So now I'm just gonna wax this eyebrow. eyebrows look like. The reason why I don't ever touch up the top is because these hairs on top, on me personally, they're really hard to grow back. I have a story for y'all about the lady that did my eyebrows. I was so faithful to her and she stole my phone. I want to say it was before my son was born. So I would go there faithfully every 2 weeks. Every time I got paid, I was there. They knew me by first name. They would greet me. If the lady that was there that owned the place, she like treated me like a queen, basically. She treated me like we were friends. Let's fast forward to maybe I want to say like 2 years later. So 2 years later, I have my son, right? Moms, you guys know, like, if you ever take your child to go get your nails done and you take your child to go get your eyebrows done or to get your hair done, you know that they're not gonna sit. Me knowing that, I brought James with me. So we had Jordan in the stroller. When I got there was probably like 3 people in front of me. They greeted me like usual. It was my turn. At this point, Jordan was not crying. Jordan was fine. Jordan starts to fuss a little bit. So James, you know, takes him out, sits him next to him because James is sitting on a bench. My eyebrows are probably about halfway done. So, which means one eyebrow's done, the other one needs to go. And I think I also did my lip that day. So I'm nowhere near done. I start hearing Jordan fuss. I'm like, oh my God, like James is like, can't handle him. Like, you know, first mom thoughts like, oh, I have to get out the chair, you know, let's hurry this up. We end up finishing, and by that time when I'm like paying for the service and everything, Jordan just starts crying like at the top of his lungs. Like, I felt so rushed. James has Jordan in his hand, trying to like rock him and like calm him down, trying to give him snacks. He's not taking any of it. I'm like, all right, thank you so much. Like, thank you guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I grab the stroller. James has Jordan in his hand, and like we walk out and we drive home. Less than a 5-minute drive. James realizes he doesn't have his phone. So I'm like, okay, like you left it at the place then. We rushed out. You probably left it where you were sitting. Let's just call and make sure. Let me go back a little bit. So when we get home, we see that James's mom is leaving. And like we wave at her and she was like, oh, where are you guys coming from? I'm like, oh, we just came from the mall. She's like, oh, I'm going there. I need to go return something from Macy's. And we're like, okay, well, bye. And then, so when we get home and realize that he doesn't have his phone, I call James's mom. I'm like, hey, James left his phone at the eyebrow place. The eyebrow place is next to blah, 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 blah. Can you go there and see if we left it there? Because I'm pretty sure he did. Hey, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it's Alyssa. I think my boyfriend left his phone there. Can you check on that bench where he was sitting with the baby in the stroller? She's like, no, there's no phone, and hangs up. And I was like, oh no. I'm like, she has it. I'm like, somebody took it and they have it. I asked you to check and you gave yourself no time to act like you were checking. Like, you have the phone. You already sound guilty to me. We call his mom because she's supposed to be at the mall. She's like, yeah, I just went there and she said there was no phone, that she doesn't even remember anyone sitting there. I was like, are you kidding me? So we probably had like the iPhone 4S, I want to say. So we start tracking the phone. It says that James's phone was shut off. We'll wait till they turn it on and we'll follow them. A couple hours go by and I get a notification on my phone that James's phone had been turned on. From their end on the phone is locked, and there's a message on there that says, please call this number if phone found. And the number that was on there was my phone. We just got Jordan in the car, me and James. When the phone turned on, they had just left Grossmont College. If you know where I live, you know I live pretty close to Grossmont College. I don't know who these people are. I don't know if they have a gun. I don't know if they have a knife. I mean, they're scandalous enough to steal the phone and say it's not there and then turn it on. We don't know what we're going into. It's just us two and a baby. We have to be maybe like 10, I want to say it was like 5 or 10 minutes behind them, because every time the phone would update to where their location was and we got to that location, it would refresh and then they were like 5 miles, no, maybe like 10 miles in front of us. We're tracking it, I have adrenaline running. I was like, if I need a fight, I'm gonna fight. James is all like, if we're gonna fight and get our phone back, like no one's gonna punk us like that, like no. We almost caught up to them because before they got home, they stopped at the gas station off of their exit. So we drove from our house all the way to Escondido, but like deep into Escondido. I have family in Escondido and I've never been to that area ever. They're buying us time to catch up to them. So when we exit, we notice that the location is no longer at the gas station, that it's up the street. So there's a gas station and we still have to go up the hill and then turn up another hill. And then when we're going up the hill, these people live in a beautiful, beautiful gated community. Beautiful. If I lived in a beautiful gated community and the houses that I saw, I wouldn't need to steal a phone. Not only do you have my money because I go every 2 weeks, but now you want to take my phone and you live in this gigantic freaking house. The location stopped. We were outside of the gate, and outside of the gate there's you can either go in if you have like the key or whatever, and then there's this planter right in the middle and you can either make a U-turn. So no one was around, so we had to make the U-turn and we parked outside on the side, like where the sidewalk was. We know where the phone is, so James is like, you know what, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call the cops and tell them what's going on. So he gets on the phone and he calls the police station, and then they transfer him to like the sheriff's department there in Escondido. He's like, earlier today we were at the mall, someone stole my phone and we tracked my phone down, and I just need your help to get my phone back because we're at that person's house. We've called the phone many times, they're not picking up. So now it's either I wait for someone to open the gate and I just go in behind them, or you guys can help me. They're like, okay, we'll send a unit out there, which I was surprised. I'm like, they're not gonna take time out of their day to get someone's phone back. Like that's what was going on in my head. And then so we try to call the phone one more time. Someone picks up the phone and it was an older man. So he had a thick accent. He was like, hello, yeah, we have your phone. Do you think you can meet us at the mall tomorrow and we'll give you back your phone? No, you can't. You can't give me my phone tomorrow because I'm outside of your house. If you don't come and give me my phone, there's gonna be a problem because I've already called the cops. As soon as James said that, he's like, I don't understand. So he puts his son on the phone, which I'm guessing went to Grossmont College, and he was the one who turned it on and told them, you know, this phone is no good, it's locked, there's a message on there that they're looking for the phone. So we tell the son the same thing, and they're like, okay, we'll be outside in a minute. Literally a minute later, they were outside the house. As soon as they pull up behind us, James gets out of the car, and they took a while to get out of the car. I was in the car with the baby. I was not gonna leave Jordan in the car by himself. I was like, okay, like I need to calm down, calm this adrenaline down. Like I need to stay here, make sure my son is safe before, you know, anything happens. It's nighttime already. The lights are flashing through our windows, and I'm able to see when James gets in front of one of the headlights, I can see the guy's face. So the guy is married to the owner. So they knew exactly who we were, because as soon as he got out of the car, he was like, oh, my wife found it. I've seen you before. My wife found it. We were gonna give it to you tomorrow. And then James was like, no, you weren't. My mom went to your place of business, asked for my phone, and you guys said it wasn't here. We called and spoke to your wife, and she said it wasn't there. You guys are stealing from customers, and we have proof. You are caught. If you're doing this to your customers, what else are you doing? He's like, no, we didn't find it. We didn't find it in the store. We found it in the parking lot. And then we're all like, no, you didn't. The last location before the phone was turned on was in the mall, in the store. Like, no, don't lie to me. Unfortunately, that place is still at the mall. When we tried to talk to the administrative office, there was really nothing they could do the way they explained it. So, I mean, I know what was done to me, and I just don't agree with that. I would never steal a phone from somebody that's someone's hard working money. Like, no. I feel bad that they actually thought, I feel sorry that they actually thought that I was gonna continue to be a faithful customer after they did that to me. And I was ready to like fight. And every time I go to that mall, every time I pass by there, I see that lady, and I know she knows me because she looks at me and looks down. And she should be very embarrassed, and she should be glad that her business is still running. And that's it for my story about when my eyebrow lady stole my phone. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys would like more story times, please comment down below. I have a lot of other crazy stories. Like, I've been through some things. If you guys liked this video, please give it a like. If you didn't, I don't care. Make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share. And remember, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are you, and no one can take that away from you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.